Hi everyone, and welcome to another Trimslin Summer Slim Down Coaching Series. My name is Nigel Branson. I'm president and co-founder of FirstFitness Nutrition, but I'm also a person that has struggled to lose weight. Back in 1995, I had a motorcycle accident, gained 92 pounds in 6 months, and struggled for 8 years to lose the weight. You might say, how is that even possible? But I'm a human being just like everyone else. And quite frankly, until you make up your mind that you're ready to make daily habit changes and take care of yourself, no product or program will ever work. And so I hope through this coaching presentation today that you will be motivated, inspired, and educated to say, yes, I'm ready. And more importantly, to know that we have a weight loss solution in Trimslin. And Trimslin is the world's first plant-based GLP-1 weight loss program. The key words here are GLP-1. Now, GLP-1 has become a very popular word over the last 3 years with the introduction of these weight loss injections like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. So the question is, what is GLP-1? Well, it is a hormone that is produced naturally in our bodies, and it is this hormone that sends the signals to our brain that we're not hungry, we don't have a desire for cravings, we feel satisfied after eating, and it basically controls the brain signals that tell you that I have had enough, and therefore not causing you to want to overeat. That is the significance of the naturally occurring GLP-1. But due to the fact that the majority of Americans' diet is consisting of high sugar, high carbohydrates, and high fat, that then elevates our blood sugar levels and therefore makes the GLP-1 naturally occurring hormone not effective. And that's why you feel hungry. You want to eat right after you've eaten a meal, and you have that desire for sweets and cravings. So what made this GLP-1 popular over the last 3 years is the introduction of these controversial weight loss injections called Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro. They are now inserting a synthetic substance called semaglutide or tirzepatide that mimics what the naturally occurring hormone is supposed to do. The challenge with these synthetics is that they slow down digestion up to 72 hours, causing a lot of gastrointestinal side effects. And quite frankly, there's a lot of people that are not willing to take the risk of having the side effects, and they also can't afford it. So Trimslin is the world's first plant-based GLP-1 weight loss program alternative to those costly injections without the side effects and at a fraction of the price. And it also works 2 times faster, those injections. And the Trimslin GLP-1 weight loss program has 3 powerful components to it. It has our product called Control. This is your appetite control and GLP-1 glucose regulator. Then we have Thermo, which is our thermogenic fat burner, and we have a healthy eating guide that, when combined with these 2 plant-based vegan products, is going to allow you to control your cravings, reduce your appetite, promote fat burning, and support healthy blood sugar levels. And what you're going to see today is a presentation of how Trimslin has allowed my daughter, Casey Branson, to overcome a 16-year struggle of how to lose weight. And she found a solution in Trimslin, and I hope that this interview between Lori Newman and Casey Branson inspires you to know that anything is possible. Watch this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lori Newman, and I'm the art director at FirstFitness Nutrition, and I'm so glad you're here with us. My friend Casey will be joining us in a bit, and if you haven't heard her story yet, you're in for a real treat. It's authentic, it's honest, and super inspiring. She knows what it feels like to be stuck and overwhelmed, to feel like you've tried it all, and to finally say, okay, enough is enough, and something has to change. We're going to chat about what changed for her this time, and not just her Trimsolin routine, but her mindset, her strategy, and how she finally found something that worked for her. So let's welcome Casey to the call.
Thank you so much, Lori. And hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here with you to share more of my Trimsolin journey. And for those of you who don't know me, I struggled for over 16 years with my weight and with a negative mindset and just constantly stuck in the cycle of starting over and over again. And now with the help of Trimsolin and just creating healthy lifestyle changes, I've now lost over 100 pounds. And if you're here and you're feeling stuck and you feel like you've tried it all and you're just tired of living in that same cycle, my hope is that you hear something on this webinar that shows you that you're not alone and that it's never too late to take your life back.
Casey, I've known you for a long time, and the version of you I see now is just, it's different. It's exciting to see you with this glow, like you have a whole new vibe. You're full of hope, confident in your own skin, and it's more than just a weight loss transformation. So walk me through your breakthrough. What made it different this time?
Well, the difference wasn't just the products. It was me. I had tried to lose weight many times before Trimsolin, but I wasn't consistent. I wasn't exercising, and I just was constantly stuck in a cycle of putting myself last. And I got to a place where I was just tired, not just physically, but emotionally. And I felt miserable. And I knew that I couldn't keep carrying on like that. So in the months of when Trimsolin was being formulated and before we were launching it, I felt different this time. I felt excited. I felt hope. It was something I had never tried. And it wasn't something from, my past of, oh, that didn't work for me before. It was a fresh start. And that gave me hope.
Casey, I'm curious, like, how did you take those positive feelings and that new sense of hope and use them? Like, what actually changed after that?
Well, something changed when I said yes to myself. And for the first time, I wasn't just chasing a number on a scale. I was chasing peace and freedom. And I wasn't trying to prove anything to anyone else. So that yes meant showing up even when it wasn't convenient, even when no one was watching. And over time, that yes turned into confidence and freedom. And that's what kept me going. I reminded myself why I started, and I promised to never quit on myself again.
That's just so powerful. The why and the never quitting on yourself. But I kind of want to start at the beginning. Walk me through getting started.
Well, I made the decision that I was going to show up. I was going to use the products consistently and move my body no matter what the day looked like. And, I knew that I couldn't do this alone this time. If I wanted it to work, I had to change. And before, I would try not to burden people with this or let them know if I was struggling. And so, but that didn't work for me. So I did something different this time, and I got an accountability partner, and I asked Dina to do this with me. And it wasn't just a casual check-in every now and then. We were very intentional, and we set goals, and we made plans of when we were going to use the products. And if I was struggling, I shared that with her. And when we had wins, we celebrated them together. And there's something very powerful about having someone in your corner who's there for you, who doesn't judge you, and that's there to remind you why you got started when you forget. And Dina did that for me. And that's how I started building trust with myself again. It was just one choice, one day at a time.
So it sounds like Dina provided encouragement and emotional support, but what are some of the other ways you guys held each other accountable?
Well, the first way was, we set ourselves up for success. So we had alarms set on our phone to take the products consistently at the same time every day. And then we started going on walks together. And before, I would be embarrassed to even walk in public. So I would wait until it was dark at night or really early in the morning because I didn't want people watching me. I didn't want to feel like people were judging me. Even if they weren't, in my mind, that's what I thought. So I had to drop those thoughts, and I decided that it doesn't matter what people think about me. I'm doing something rather than doing nothing. So I went from going to work and going home and doing nothing to now exercising and using the products consistently and even doing 5Ks. And that's something that I never thought that I would get to do. And it's all because of small habits, one choice, one day at a time.
And apparently you can, from walking in the dark to 5Ks. That's incredible. But what about your daily product routine? What did that look like?
So my routine was simple. I used the products, I incorporated intermittent fasting, and I followed the 16-8 plan, which means you fast for 16 hours and you eat during an 8-hour window. And I followed our healthy eating guide. So the first thing that I would do in the morning is take control and thermo on an empty stomach. And what I would do is I would set it out the night before. That way, when I got up in the morning, it was right there, ready to go. All I had to do was mix the scoop of control and take one thermo and get out the door for work. And then around 11:30, when our alarm would go off, we would know that it's Trimsolin time. And me and Dina would make the products for each other. And it's just another way to keep each other accountable. And then after we took it at 11:30, we would then have our first meal about 45 minutes later.
So ding, 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 it's Trimsolin time. What's a typical first meal of the day for you?
So we would like to do a body effect shake with fruit and collagen. And I like to add collagen because it gives you the extra protein boost. And for the shake, we would just make strawberries or blueberries or even spinach. And to keep it fun and flavorful, you can even add sugar-free simple syrups. Sometimes I would even just do a plain vanilla shake with collagen and maybe half an apple on the side. So we just, change it up, keep it fun. And then around 5 o'clock when our next alarm would go off, it's Trimsolin time, and we'd take our last round of control and thermo for the day, and then have our last meal about 45 minutes to an hour later.
I love the ding, ding, ding Trimsolin time alarm. That's just a great tip. So after your third dose of Trimsolin, what would your second meal look like?
So we always stick to foods on the healthy eating guide. So I like to do, maybe a salad with grilled chicken or avocado. And then, sometimes on Sundays, me and my sister will meal prep and we'll do something like ground turkey lettuce wraps with brown rice and broccoli. And I don't really personally like to eat a lot of meat. So I like to saute vegetables on the skillet. I would do like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, bell peppers, and just toss them a little bit of avocado oil and season them up. It's just super quick and satisfying, and add, avocado for some more protein to it, just to keep it easy.
Sometimes easy is best, and sometimes life happens. So what would you do on a busy night if you didn't have time to cook, or say you didn't meal prep for that week?
So if I was busy or running around or had stuff to do and know I wasn't going to be home until later, I would do another body effect shake and add collagen and avocado for protein. You can add, sugar-free simple syrups to add to it. But I always did my best to make sure that I don't eat after 7 o'clock at night, because that gives your body time to digest food before you go to bed.
So 2 meals. You followed 16-8 intermittent fasting. What about snacks? Did you have any go-to favorites that you'd have throughout the day?
So I typically choose snacks like cucumbers or grapes or watermelon because they have a higher water content and they keep you full. And, about 90 days in on my Trimsolin journey, I added in Trimbolic because that also helps keep you full. And I know that when I'm using it, it's helping keep my skin tone and tighten while losing weight. I also want to mention that I drink a lot of water and I keep it with me at all times. And I'll even add fresh lemon to it to give it some flavor. And it's also very important when following intermittent fasting that during your fasting period, you make sure to stay hydrated and drink a lot of water as much as you can.
These are great tips, great takeaways. High water content fruits. We've got to get some of these tips on social media for everyone. Casey, what about other FFM products? What else did you use on a daily basis?
So I use Life Chest before every meal. It is a favorite of mine and I never miss it. I keep it in my purse. It's on my desk. It's at my house. It's everywhere. And I love this product because it helps digest food in your body. So it basically, in my mind, it turns it into liquid and helps it digest easier. And another one I use every single day is Fit to a T and Renew. And Fit to a T just makes me feel lighter and refreshed. And y'all, when I tell you it's like clockwork, when 7 o'clock hits, I make that Fit to a T. I put one tea bag and I let it steep for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I will take that and to Renew before I go to bed. And when I just love the way that they make me feel. They make me feel lighter and refreshed. And knowing that I'm getting rid of toxins, it just makes me feel good. And, I also use other First Fitness products, but as far as my weight loss journey is concerned, these are the ones I use for that purpose.
I'm curious to know, though, now that you've lost the weight, has your routine changed at all?
So now that I'm in maintenance mode, I take control in thermo 1 to 2 times a day. And I will always use Trimslin to maintain my weight loss and to give me energy because they just make me feel good. And what I've learned throughout this journey is it's not just weight loss, it's a lifestyle change. So I plan to carry all of these lifestyle habits that I've adapted over the last 2 years and carry them with me for the rest of my life.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, I know everyone can see the physical change in you, but I feel like it's more than that. What do you think Casey from 5 years ago would be shocked to see you doing today?
Well, first, I think she would be very proud because back then I was just surviving and I was a very broken person and I didn't really know how to come out of this. And I went from hiding to now living a life that I love. And it was saying yes to myself was the best thing that I've ever done. And I only wish that I would have had the tools to do it sooner because I say yes to things. I go out. I'm not hiding anymore. And my goodness, like I'm even getting married in October. It's just, I just feel good. And it not just in my body, but who I am as a person.
I'm just so happy for you. Because confidence looks so good on you. What advice, Casey, would you give to someone who's tried everything but still feels stuck, kind of like you did?
Well, I was you. I was in that place and I was stuck in that cycle of starting over and over. And I lost hope 100 times, started over more times than I could even count. But what I'll tell you is that you just have to make the decision to say yes to yourself. It's choosing to put yourself first no matter what, even when you don't want to. And to most importantly, stop quitting on yourself. Just take it one choice, one decision, and one day at a time. Start small and start today.
Positive self-talk is huge, right? Like being kind to yourself is something easier said than done. But I happen to know, working with you on this, that you have something special for everyone on the call to give them a little bit of encouragement on their journey.
Yeah, so I want everyone to know on this call that you are not alone and I am with you every step of the way. Because for me, saying yes to myself changed everything for me. And I want you to have a daily reminder that you are worthy and you are capable and enough right now, exactly as you are. And so I want to send you a special gift, a limited edition keepsake keychain, and my daily Trimslin routine on a card with every Trimslin program purchase. It's a simple gesture, but it's from my heart to yours. And I want you to carry it around as a daily reminder to say yes to yourself every single day. And because that one yes, it has the power to change everything.
Okay, that keychain is super cute. and say yes to you. Say yes to you. Those are such powerful words and a very cool mantra. Casey, thank you so much for sharing your heart and your story and your journey with us.
Yes, thank you, Lori. And thank you, everyone, for allowing me to share more of my journey with you. And in closing, I just want to say that I believe in you. You can do it. Make the decision, say yes to yourself, and never look back. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Casey, for inspiring us. Thank you, Laurie. I appreciate you ladies doing this. It was absolutely fantastic. For those of you that would like to start your Trimslin weight loss journey, Trimslin comes in a 30-day supply. It has one control, one thermo, and the healthy eating guide. It only costs $149, which is about $5 a day, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. But this month, we do have a special incentive. We are adding in our flagship product called Renew. It's a daily inner body cleanse that is going to help accelerate your weight loss results. This product helps reduce bloating. It's going to help flatten your stomach. It's going to support digestion. It promotes daily gentle cleansing, and it's going to boost your weight loss success. So when you purchase a Trimslin weight loss program for $149 for a 30-day supply, you're going to receive this free bottle of Renew, which is a $20 value. And then on top of that gift, everyone who orders a Trimslin weight loss program after watching this presentation and even watching the replay over the next few days while supply lasts is going to get Casey's gift to you, which is the keepsake keychain and her daily Trimslin regimen. So if you like what you've seen here today in this coaching presentation and you want to start your Trimslin weight loss journey, please get back to the FirstFitness Nutrition team member that invited you to watch this presentation. I want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.